Parkia Speciosa. Petai, Nutritional Value, Bioactive Compounds, and Safety by AZLAN ADNAN MA. Sunday, 21st of December, 2025. Introduction. Parkia Speciosa, commonly known as Petai or the stink bean, consists of edible seeds from a tropical leguminous tree in the family Fabaceae. The seeds are widely consumed in Southeast Asia and have a long history of culinary and traditional use. Nutritional profile. Petai seeds are nutrient-dense, though composition varies with freshness and preparation. Fresh seeds contain approximately 6 to 10% protein, rising to as much as 27% when dried. Dietary fiber content is modest, at around 1.7 to 2%. The seeds provide useful amounts of potassium, calcium, iron, and magnesium, with modest levels of vitamins C, B1, and E, rather than exceptionally high concentrations. Bioactive compounds and antioxidant activity. Petai contains several bioactive compounds that have attracted scientific interest. Polyphenols and flavonoids exhibit antioxidant activity in laboratory assays, where they scavenge free radicals. These effects are demonstrated primarily in vitro and should not be assumed to translate directly into meaningful systemic antioxidant effects in humans. Glycemic and metabolic effects. Petai is sometimes described as hypoglycemic. This claim is mechanistically plausible based on animal studies involving plant sterols such as beta-cytosterol and stigmasterol, which may influence glucose metabolism. At present, there is no clinical evidence supporting Petai as a dietary therapy for diabetes. Anti-inflammatory and cardiovascular effects. Anti-inflammatory activity is supported by cell and animal studies showing reductions in inflammatory markers. Evidence for antihypertensive effects is weaker and largely extrapolated from potassium content, enzyme inhibition assays, and traditional use rather than human trials. Antimicrobial and anti-cancer research. Petai's characteristic odor arises from cyclic polysulfides, which also display antimicrobial activity against certain bacteria and fungi in laboratory settings. Interest in anti-cancer potential centers on compounds such as thiazolidine 4-carboxylic acid, which shows cytotoxic effects only in vitro. There is no supporting animal or clinical evidence for anti-cancer use. Digestive and neurochemical considerations. The fiber content may support normal digestion. However, fermentable sulfur compounds can cause bloating and gastrointestinal discomfort in some individuals. Petai contains tryptophan, which contributes nutritionally to serotonin synthesis, though any mood-related benefit remains theoretical. Safety and risk considerations. Sulfur compounds commonly cause strong breath and urine odor and may provoke gastrointestinal upset. Tannins can modestly reduce protein absorption, but this is unlikely to cause deficiency at typical dietary intakes. A specific caution applies to glycolic acid, a naturally occurring amino acid in Petai. In susceptible individuals or with excessive intake, glycolic acid may crystallize in the urinary tract, leading to glycolism, characterized by painful urination or hematuria. This risk is rare in healthy adults consuming moderate amounts, but individuals with kidney disease or a history of urinary stones should exercise caution. Conclusion. Petai is a nutritionally valuable legume with several bioactive compounds showing promise in laboratory and animal studies. Most claimed health effects remain preclinical, and human evidence is limited. For healthy adults, moderate consumption of Petai is generally regarded as safe. However, exaggerated medicinal claims of supposed health benefits should be avoided in favor of evidence-based interpretation. Learn to cook with confidence. A holiday cooking experience for teens and school leavers. Cooking is one of the most important life skills a young person can develop. We eat every day, and knowing how to prepare good food sets you up for independence, creativity, and lifelong well-being. In my holiday cooking classes, I go far beyond teaching recipes. I blend knife skills with the wonders of food science, the chemistry, biochemistry, and nutrition that shape every flavor, texture, and aroma. It's the practical, delicious side of the science you learn at school. My sessions are fully hands-on. You will feel the warmth rising from a pan, hear onions sizzling into sweetness, smell butter turning nutty and golden, and watch simple ingredients transform into something extraordinary. Cooking becomes a sensory adventure, not a chore. To ensure every student gets dedicated attention, I keep each class small, just 3 to 6 participants. We learn by doing. We taste constantly. We experiment with confidence, and we uncover why small changes in technique make big differences on the plate. Classes are held by appointment throughout the December school holidays. Each session gently builds confidence, skill, and curiosity as students work from raw ingredients to a finished dish they can proudly serve at home. And here's something parents love. My class fees are by donation. If your child walks away bored or unmoved, you pay nothing. But if your child returns home excited, inspired, and perhaps presents you with a classic French onion soup, richly caramelized and impossibly fragrant, then simply contribute what you think that experience is worth. If your child keeps pestering you to bring them back for more classes, well, you'll know you've got your money's worth. All proceeds help fund my ongoing eye treatments, so every contribution goes to good use. Students will also learn how to choose fresh ingredients and shop smart. Do give them some grocery money, because selecting produce confidently is just as important as cooking it well. If you're ready to turn curiosity into skill and skill into joy, I would love to welcome your teen into my kitchen. Parents are most welcome to sit in as chaperones or return at the end to savor their children's culinary creations.